it's me again. It has been so long since I filmed a reading vlog, and honestly, I'm so excited. The last few weekends, I was planning on filming a weekend reading vlog, but time just keeps getting away from me, and I just need to do it when I think of doing it instead of being like, oh, I'll do it later, because then I never do it later, and then it's just this vicious cycle of saying I'm gonna do it later and then never doing it. But here we are. In my last video, if you watched it, I got a new Kindle. I got the Kindle Paperweight. And if you have been following my videos and just watching them for a while, you know that I have had an obsession with the Kindle Paperweight, and I've just been wanting one for so long, and I'm so happy that I have one. The battery life is amazing. I haven't charged this in like 2 weeks, and it's still on 77%, and I've only charged it 2 times since I got it, and it has lived up to my expectations. I feel like I'm reading even faster on this one than I was on my other Kindle, and it's just fantastic. I have a very hefty TBR of books to choose from this week, so I'm gonna be eating good. So this is my Kindle TBR. We got Divine Rivals, Nick and Charlie, Fourth Wing, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Gideon the Ninth, and A Darker Shade of Magic, which is the Best Season Books book club pick for the month of August. My main priorities are Divine Rivals and Fourth Wing. I also have a few manga to pick from. I went to my boyfriend's library, and they had a series that I have been wanting to read, which is Tokyo Ghoul, and they had all of it at his library, so I picked up the first 5 volumes. They are out of order right now, and I don't feel like fixing it. I'll probably read a few of these this week because they are due in a few days. I feel like it'll be a nice change of pace to change up the type of book that I'm reading. I was gonna give you guys a quick speed through of all the books that I have been reading in my time off of YouTube, so I'm gonna grab my phone. I think only a few of them have been 5 stars. They've all just been pretty mediocre, but there have been a few that like I really loved. I'm planning on doing a more in-depth recent reads video, speedy quick insight as to what I've been reading. The Night Circus and the Starless Sea by Aaron Morgenstern, Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, This Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which was the June Best Season Books book club pick, The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, Anne of Green Gables, Immortal Longings, The Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore. I don't think I actually talked about it on my channel, but I have been so excited to read this book. I applied to be a part of her street team, and I got in, and I got an early copy, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I love this book so much. It comes out in September, which is in only like 2 weeks. I'm so excited to get the final copy and to read it again. I definitely think everybody should read it. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I didn't give my ratings for anything else, but this one I feel like deserved to be talked about a little bit more. And then I also read If You Could See the Sun, and then I also read Women Eating by Claire Coda. And yeah, so that is all that I've read. I feel like I've read a decent amount since I've last seen you guys. Let me know what you guys have been reading and what you've been up to. I think that's gonna be about it for now. I need to finish editing my July diaries video and then edit this. And yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I will see you guys soon, and goodbye for now. So it has been a week since I filmed my last talking clip, but since then I have done a lot of reading, so I have a lot of updates. I have a huge list of things to talk to you guys about, so we'll go through that and then I'll give you my reading thoughts. The weather has been so nice here, and it's just been so nice to just sit outside and read. As you saw in the last clip, I read outside a little bit, and it was just so nice to just read in nature. We've just been spending a lot of time just sitting outside and relaxing, and it's been fantastic. Definitely can't do that back at home because the heat is just unbearable and it's horrible. I've been getting sent daily updates on the weather, and today it is 111 degrees. which is disgusting. I'm so glad that I'm not there to have to deal with that right now. But yesterday we went to New York City and walked around, and it was such a good time. It was very like last minute, but it was great. I got to fulfill my lifelong dream of going on a subway. I don't know many people who have a dream and it's on their bucket list to go on a subway, but I did, and I got to check it off, and it was actually really fun. The first train that we went on was not that busy because of the time of day that we went, but the one going back was very crowded and very busy. Thankfully, I had a seat. We explored the Chelsea Market, and we ended up being in there for like 2 to 3 hours. We only meant to go in there for a little bit, but we ended up spending most of the time there. There was a lot of good food in there. We had charcuterie board, we had some gelato, there was a bookstore in there, and then we went to an Apple store, and there was a really fancy Starbucks. Expecting it to look like that, and it looked like a really fancy restaurant. You could see the coffee beans going into where they make the coffee. We had these delicious brownies from Fat Witch Brownies, and they were so good. And yeah, we don't have any more. We finished them this morning, but they were delicious. We also went to this place called The Edge, where it took us up a building. I don't remember what it's called, and I was expecting to be very scared, but again, I felt perfectly fine. There was a little glass floor that we stood on and got to look down, and we got to see New York from a standing view. Like I was physically standing there, and we got to see the whole view, and it was really pretty. I am super tired though. We slept for like 11 hours, and we walked a total of almost 9.5 miles yesterday, which is a lot more than I normally do, so I was pooped. The rest of the weekend I'm planning on relaxing and chilling because I don't normally do that much physical exercise, so we're just going to relax this weekend, and we are definitely going to be doing a lot of reading. So the only reading that I have done throughout the week is on Divine Rivals, and I will let you know my thoughts on this now. I have it written down. I am 51% through this, and it's just giving me life. It is everything I want and more. Yeah, I took these notes while I was reading, so some of them don't really make sense, and this is my first time reading them back. So it's a little bit comical. The first one that I see is just me saying that I hate Roman's dad with a burning passion, which honestly stands true. I hate that man. There's just something about this book that's just like keeping me so enticed and so interested. I've giggled so many times. Really love the writing style, and I've highlighted so many things. It's ridiculous. I took a note, and let's see. I've highlighted 45 things so far in reading this, and I'm only halfway through. So if that tells you anything about my enjoyment of this, I feel like it's going to be a 5-star read. And I also love how the chapters are named. It feels like it's been a while since I've read a book where the chapters had names to them. There have been so many like lines that just feel like a personal attack. I can't remember any of them off the top of my head, but I remember reading them and just being like, oh, when did I give this author permission to go into my brain? Because this is hitting too close to home. I don't know, there's just something to this book that's giving me feelings that I haven't felt in reading in quite some time. I didn't know what this book was about whatsoever when I went into it, so I'm just figuring it out along the way, and I'm having such a good time. I just love going into books blind and not knowing anything other than that people like it and say that it's good, so it's perfect. I think the reason why I put it on hold was because I saw a quote on Twitter, and then I was just like, oh, yeah, I need to read this one. Right now, I don't remember what that quote was, but at the time, I was like, this is perfect. This is what I need in my life. I'm not sure what I'll do with reading this weekend because I have so many that I want to read, but there's only the rest of today, which is 6 p.m., and then tomorrow. But I want to finish Divine Rivals. I need to start A Darker Shade of Magic, and I want to read Fourth Wing, but I also want to read some manga, because I feel like I need a little bit of a break. So we'll see where the wind takes me. Maybe I'll be crazy and read all of them in a day. You never know. I think that is about it for this clip. I feel like I've talked a lot. I'm out of breath. I am probably gonna read more. I'm gonna make myself dinner. I'm gonna make myself chicken tacos again because I'm obsessed. They're so delicious. But that is it for now. I love you all. I'll see you when I see you again. So goodbye. go. So it is now a few days later. I had plans completely changed this weekend. It is currently Monday. The last clip I filmed was on Saturday. I had a whole plan to just read all the weekend, but plans ended up changing a little bit, and yesterday was actually National Cinema Day, so we ended up going to the movies and we watched 2 movies, and I'm pretty sure I fully conquered my movie theater anxiety because I was not anxious for either one of them, and I'm super proud of myself. We saw Gran Turismo, and then we saw the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and honestly, I love both of them. I highly recommend both of them. But as you saw, I started the first volume of Tokyo Ghoul. It is over there and I don't feel like grabbing it. I don't really know what's happening. It is following kind of a different storyline than the previous series did. So we're kind of just getting acquainted to these new characters and just everything that is happening now, and I honestly don't really know what's happening. I'm really confused at the moment. I also made some more progress in Divine Rivals, and I read this at night, and the part that I'm at in the story was very sad, and I cried a decent amount, and it was like right before I went to bed, so I went to bed really sad, and then I woke up feeling weird because I fell asleep sad. It's so good, and it's just it's so different than what I initially thought the book was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like your stereotypical rivals in a kind of academia setting, which is the vibes it was very much giving in the beginning of the book, but now it is so different from where it started. But I'm honestly kind of here for it, even though it's really sad, and I don't really know where it's gonna go from here. But the part that I ended off at was kind of at a really big cliffhanger, and I don't know how I ended up on there and how I haven't read more since, so I'm kind of scared to pick it up again. So I think tonight I might try to read a little bit of A Darker Shade of Magic, since my loan is due in a few days. I can read something that's not as sad tonight, but I'm still very much in love with my Kindle Paperwhite. I can't get over the fact that I have one. I think, though, I do want to get a new case soon, because as much as I love this one, and it's really cute, I kind of want a different one. I don't know if I want to get a clear one and decorate it myself, or if I want to get like another foldy case like this, because I kind of like it. So that's about all that I have to say. Today I didn't really do much reading or much of anything, because I'm just very tired. I'm a sleepy girly. That is a little bit of an update. I am going to probably continue vlogging tomorrow before this video has to go up, so hopefully I can do some more reading and have some more updates for you guys. I didn't really do too much reading in this vlog, even though it's supposed to be like a reading vlog, but I think that makes it more realistic. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Hopefully it turns out good. I hope you all are doing well, and I'm gonna go read. I don't know what I want to read. I want to read more Divine Rivals, but it made me really sad. But I don't know if I'm in the mood for A Darker Shade of Magic, but I feel like once I start it, I won't want to stop. But I also want to continue Tokyo Ghoul because I stopped in the middle of a chapter yesterday. Also, side note, I'm using a shirt tag as my bookmark because I didn't have anything else to use. I'm gonna go decide what I'm gonna read. I'll let you know what I pick, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye. I'm filming this rotated a different way, so I feel like it looks a little bit wonky because the camera's normally over here, but it's over here. But it is now Wednesday, and the time has come to close out this vlog. We didn't really do too much reading in this vlog like I intended to, but you know, that's okay, things happen. I did finish Divine Rivals last night, and it hurt really bad. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars because I was feeling every emotion during my read-through of that book. There was some things at the end that I kind of saw coming. I didn't think of it like beforehand, and I didn't like guess it beforehand, but as it was happening, I knew what it was. While I was reading it, I didn't really feel shocked that it was happening. I was just like, oh yeah, this kind of makes sense. But I really cannot wait for the second book. I need it now. I absolutely adored this book. 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it yet, because it's just And then, as you saw, I ended up starting A Darker Shade of Magic. I don't really remember too much about what happens in that book, which is surprising because I felt like I had like a good grasp of my knowledge of what goes on in A Darker Shade of Magic. But I don't really remember too much. Starting my reread, it felt like going home. It's just so cozy. I love this book so much. It is my all-time favorite series, I believe. And it's just so good. I can't wait to get into the rest of the series, though I fear that I won't have much to say during the live show discussion for this book because it is the Besties in Books book club pick for August, and I'm scared that I won't have much to say But I guess we'll see when the live show comes. I'm so excited to be reunited with these characters because I didn't realize how much I missed them. But then reading, I was just like, wow, I love these characters. So that is all the reading we really did. I did not make any more progress in Tokyo Ghoul, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get around to it. I think that is it for this vlog. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you have made it to this point in this video, I love you all very much. Comment down below the dog emoji because you can see little Beatrice over there. All of my socials will be linked in the description as always. And I hope you all are healthy and well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.